Winner moves on. Loser sees their season come to an end. MLB Network brings you exclusive coverage of the winner-take-all wild card game. It's the one-game National League wild card playoff between the San Diego Padres and the Atlanta Braves. Hello again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian getting set to bring you this one on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Well, I really love these one-game wildcard matchups to kick off the postseason. Kind of tough that your season comes down to one game after such a grinding season, but what's better than a winner-go-home game, especially when that's the case for both teams? Should be a lot of fun to watch.
The old holdout purists may scoff, but I got to tell you, this is as exciting as it gets, folks. One game to decide who moves on. It's the wildcard playoff on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2020 Atlanta Braves.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men with a lot on their shoulders. Our two starters here in this wild card matchup. A chance now to give you a look at the Padres starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to survive the wild card game.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. Hey, let's focus on Freddie Freeman, first baseman for the Atlanta Braves. He plays one of the most reliable first basemen in the game, makes the routine play. Not only that, he can pick and grin, saving his infielders some serious errors.
Now batting, Steven Zambrano. He'll get us started in this
Leading
one under the lights.
San Diego, the second baseman, number 14.
Here's the pitch. And the first pitch of the game is taken for ball 1 as we are underway to Park.
First pitch, 7:06.
The 1-0 home. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Now the 2-1 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Played on the backhand. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. So stepping in, Manuel Margot, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the way.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Looking up, Acuna. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Manuel Margot leaves the yard with a solo shot. And the Padres bust out in front 1-0.
As we take a look at the pitch location here, you can see that the pitch wasn't even in the strike zone, but clearly that didn't matter.
Here's Manny Machado now.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Machado now on 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Another 0-2 coming. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Here's the pitch. Great changeup there in the dirt for the 3rd strike. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
The 1-2. Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Padres draw first blood here on the solo home run. On to the bottom of the first, and the Friars are off to an early 1-0 lead. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. What's important for this lineup as you look to earn a berth into the division series, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Number 59 is on the mound for the visitors in this NL wildcard matchup. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, that's what this guy, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Standing in, Ozzie Albies. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Braves, the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Line towards center field. Margot patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Batting second, the center fielder, Enter Inciarte.
Stepping into the box, Ender Inciarte. First pitch on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. A ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. The 1-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Again, a 1-2. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground. Backhanded. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We'll move on to the second now at SunTrust Park. It's the Padres 1 and the Braves nothing. Now to the plate, Fernando Tatis Jr. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
1-3.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down in the zone to get himself back in this count.
2 balls and a strike.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
The 2-1 home is laid off up for ball number 3.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. The 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
At the plate, Eric Hosmer. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Padres an early 1-0 lead here in the second. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. Left a change out there for him, but he missed it. 2-1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Nipped the corner. 2-2.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point.
On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. Into the box now, Will Myers. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Pitch on the way. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Good breaking ball, and it's in there. 2-2 now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Inciarte's there, and that's the 3rd out. Padres down in order. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. In now, Ronald Acuna. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
1-1.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
That is good. The third baseman.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that brings up the former American League MVP, Josh Donaldson. First pitch on its way. Ball one.
Ball one.
A 1-1 count now to Donaldson.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location. So a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
So here is Avisail Garcia. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Don't know what he's waiting for there. It's 0-2.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Left side. Machado has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Padres lead it 1-0. Digging in, Francisco Mejia, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Francisco Mejia.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Mejia, just 24 years of age. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. He'll throw down to first, 1 away. Ready now, number 59. He readies for his first plate appearance. First delivery to him on the way. In there for strike 1. Grounded to short. Rogers scoops it up. Throw gets him. 2 down. Now at the plate, Steven Zambrano. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Zambrano.
First offering on its way. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. Down, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Brendan Rodgers bats next. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. Rodgers stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He was selected in the first round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Ripped down the first base line. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
In now, Mike Soroka, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. The 1-0 home is going to be a sacrifice attempt as he gets it down to second for 1. On to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the results sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The fastball here too low. It's 1-0.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
The 1-0 home finds the zone, strike 1. It's 1-2.
Snuck that high, hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Soroka is off at first with 2 away. The 1-2 is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
lifted in the air out to right. Renfroe is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Braves strand one. They still trail 1-0. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Andy Green during the commercial break about the Padres offense, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Riding in once again, Manuel Margot as we begin the top of the fourth.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches. We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the fourth.
The third baseman, number 13.
So striding forward now, Manny Machado. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
Three and 0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Now the 3-0 offering. This pitch is popped up, and the first baseman can't get there. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Now at the plate, Hunter Renfroe. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll 2.
Strike 1 to start the at bat. The 0-1 delivery. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Renfroe is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. Popped high in the air. Freeman shading to his right, and that's the second out of the inning. Settling in now, Fernando Tatis Jr. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Inciarte will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Padres leave 1. They lead it 1-0. Here's Ender Inciarte looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Ender Inciarte.
First delivery to him on the way. And he takes ball 1. count. He took something off of it there. It's 1-2. Misses. Ball 2.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
Still even at 2-2.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. He's offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Into the box now, Freddie Freeman, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
And he fouls this one off. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. In there, 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. The count now at 2-2. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. Down in order go the Braves. It remains 1-0. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right side, but it's well fouled. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1-2. A swing and a miss on the ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right?
Now
that good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Here's Will Myers. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. One run, just one hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike two.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
The 1-2 is taken for ball two. Bases are empty, one man out. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Albies has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Standing in now, Francisco Mejia, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And the curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Lays off. 2-2 now.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Bases are empty here with two men out. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Padres down in order, but they're on top 1-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Braves to discuss his thoughts on Atlanta's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading up for the Braves, the third baseman, Josh. Donaldson.
First pitch on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Stepping in now, Avisail Garcia. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Tatis gloves it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Digging in to try it again. Brendan Rodgers hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Good break to that one, and he's in command. 0-2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
As a pitcher right there, do not be surprised if he throws the same exact pitch. He was lucky to foul that one off.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're down 1-0. Next to hit will be the pitcher, number 59. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Number 59.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Popped up. Freeman in foul ground, and no one will track it down. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Into the box, Steven Zambrano, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. 1 run, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Margot.
Manuel Margot will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 1-0. A bouncer to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, but they lead it 1-0. Digging in now, Tyler Flowers. They'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
On its way is pitch number 75. No balls and a strike to count. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. A ball and 2 strikes to count to Tyler Flowers. Two balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
The 2-2. Grounded to the right. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Into the box, Mike Soroka, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. First delivery to him on the way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. One and 2 now to the Braves pitcher.
I could understand the first pitch being tough on the umpire to debate whether it was a strike or a ball, but no debating that last one. That thing was way off.
A little low. It's 2-2.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. The 2-2 one more time. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Into the box now, Ozzie Albies. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. No hits to this point. Albies with a 1-1 count now. And that's on the outside corner. 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. They trail this one 1-0. Back here at SunTrust Park, Padres out in front in this one as we come to our game summary for the first 6 innings of play. Ready once again, Manny Machado. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. First offering on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. The 0-1 pitch. And a curveball taken for strike 2.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Fouled away. The 3-2 one more time. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing a starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Little tardy on first. Once again, a 3-2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Standing in now, Hunter Renfroe, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The windup and the 0-1. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. 1 out, nobody on. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3 and 2. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out in Mark DeRosa. So far, so good. A pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to try this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there.
It's really hard to you're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up too.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order and against the middle of the order too.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1 and 2.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
2 out, nobody on. Change up here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
3-2 pitch. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Here comes the Braves manager out as he'll take that slow walk toward the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Not an altogether bad performance here. 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around. Luke Jackson takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Eric Hosmer will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Tatis leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. Comes set, and the 0-1. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a check swing here. They'll appeal it down to third. No swing, says Woody Keller. It's ball one. The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike three, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
2 out with the man at first. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for San Diego, but they're up 1-0. Robbie Erlin gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Ready for another shot now. Ender Inciarte. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Advantage count 2-0 to the Braves center fielder.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
The 2-1. Right side. To his left, Zambrano. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So striding in, Freddie Freeman. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Number 67 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 67.
In now, Ronald Acuna, as he'll lay off a curveball up in the zone for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
2-0 count, and the pitch. Line drive, base hit. So the 2-out hit extends things for Josh Donaldson next. Not every day that you see a ball come off the bat like that one did, and looking at it again on show track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Donaldson awaiting the 1-0. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
Line towards center field. In there, a base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about it on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Margot on his horse. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 2 left for Atlanta. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Will Myers. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Will Myers.
First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. To 2-2 now. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. So 1 man gone for the Friars in their half of the 8th, and that'll bring in the catcher, Francisco Mejia. First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball inside corner, drops in for a strike.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there, but don't kid yourself. That's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. Jackson has become one of the more dominant bullpen arms in the sport today, and a big reason is his swing and miss stuff. Really helps him pitch out of tough situations.
Yeah, Matty B, and I think what we're seeing more and more out of the game of baseball right now in the 8th and 9th inning, big power arm guys that have really two good pitches that they can strike you out with, and that's what this guy is here. If he doesn't have one, he has the other, and if he has them both, he's nearly impossible to make contact off of.
Nick Martini will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Changeup called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Acuña's there for it, and that ends the inning. Padres down in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Carl Edwards Jr. is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
San Diego, number 12, Carl Edwards Jr.
So coming to the plate, Brendan Rodgers. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
First offering on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1. Two and 2. The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And next to bat will be the catcher, Tyler Flowers. He's set. Here it comes. There's the cut fastball, but it's low. 1-0. Swanson aboard here at first with nobody out. Ground ball right side. And that is into right field, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here.
That's a tough thing to make a quality pitch, and the guy shoots one to the right side. Normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Possible tying and go-ahead runs runs on base, nobody out. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? The second for one on to Hosmer, but it'll come too late to get them both. So they avoid what could have been a costly double play there.
Yeah, Met, credit the batter for busting out of the box and hustling down the line instead of getting mad at himself for rolling over on a ground ball. It's little things like that that can change the whole game.
Stepping in, Ozzie Albies. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Runners breaking for the plate. And a late squeeze attempt, and it looks like it's going to work. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze.
The center fielder.
So a runner at second, 2 down now. And that'll bring up Ender and Swanson. First pitch on its way. Grounded back up the middle. Tatis takes it in. On the first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Braves will settle for just the one. We've played 8 full, all tied at 1-1. Dansby Swanson will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
A defensive change for the Braves. Now playing shortstop.
Darren O'Day will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
Number 56, Darren O'Day.
Digging in once again, Steven Zambrano.
Leading off for the Padres, the second baseman, Steven Zambrano.
He's set, and the pitch. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
The 1-0 home. This is line to left. Acuna is there. One quick out to start inning number 9.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Two balls and no strikes to the Padres center fielder. Ball 3, not close with the sinker that time. In the on-deck circle is Manny Machado. He'll bat next. 1 out, nobody on. Comes with a slider, 3-0, but gets it over for strike 1. 4 pitches, all takes.
He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Inciarte on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Stepping into the box, Manny Machado is head-to-head with Darren O'Day. He's only 1 for 10. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. The set and the 1-0. Slow little grounder left side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Still tied 1 apiece. Into the box now, Freddie Freeman, and he's 0 for in this one, batting out of the 3 spot.
First baseman, Freddie Freeman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. The 1-1 is in off the plate.
2-1.
On the ground to the right side. Zambrano from the outfield grass on to first, and that is a huge out to start the bottom of the 9th.
No left fielder.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ronald Acuna. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Josh Donaldson will be next. Here comes the payoff pitch. Fouled off. This one's down to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. It will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a 1-out base runner.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first, and the runner back safely. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Stepping in now, Josh Donaldson pitches a cold strike. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. The 0-1. Ball one. Possible game winners at second base here with one away. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1. Now the 2-1. In the dirt here. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
He somehow gets that one by him. 3-2 now.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Roy, with the runner in scoring position. The sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Roy?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
Swing and a fly ball, but shallow. And that's not going to do it. Renfroe has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And the dream will live on as they have won the wild card game in walk-off style.
Wow, talk about a do-or-die situation. Amazing. They find a way to win the wild card game and advance to the division series. I know the home crowd made a difference cheering them on, and now they have all the momentum going into the next round.
Solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Well, you know he wants that one pitch back that led to the lone hit, but it was pretty awesome watching him do his thing. He had guys off balance and flailing at the plate all game long, so he really was the story.
So for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. The postseason is in full swing, folks. You've been watching the National League wildcard game.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Atlanta.
Hello, baseball fans. Thanks for joining us on this October morning. Here's what's going on around the league as the postseason rolls on. In the National League wildcard game, the Braves tossed a combined one-hitter as they bested the visiting Padres, as they will now continue their postseason run and move on to play in the National League Division Series. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all postseason long.